We're doing I do a program for my streets, and basically what it's about is to give people an opportunity of education and to get a job and a way of telling their story and getting paid for it. And my tour is about when I grew up and how I became homeless and then how I turned my whole life around. It is to show that you can turn your life around and you can make something about life, no matter what education you got and no matter how you became homeless and no matter if you were on drugs or not. They can always better yourself in life. But I chose about the homeless because I want people having an inside view on homelessness, and not just to see someone on the side of the road and think automatically, oh, he's a scumbag or he's on drugs, don't trust him. Because there's a deeper story to that person than anyone realises. And the first thing what you think when you go to someone is that's a bad person. But if you actually get to talk to a person and then see what they went through and all, you might come out with a different perspective. You might come out and think, oh, well, maybe not all homeless people are bad. Maybe if I showed a bit of generosity or something like that. Small steps, not big things. So small things can be the most meaningful things sometimes. In a bit of respect, hello. Even someone saying hello to you when you're homeless and you're sitting on the road, that can mean a lot. You know what I mean? But it's changing people's views, and this is why I'm doing it. This is why I picked the subject. It is doing it. It's doing what I'm saying. It's like when people are looking at the story and all, and they see that, oh, this fella went through all this, but look at him now. He has his own tour. Like, I own the tour. The tour is mine, and that's what's special about it. I don't know how many times I walked around in, like, literally my clothes be soaking wet, and they'd be walking around for days because they wouldn't get dry. Because it keeps raining, and it's not like you can just go in and dry yourself off with a towel and put on fresh clothes, because eventually any clothes what you have in your backpack, eventually they're all going to get dirty and wet. So that's how most people die. Most people get pneumonia and they end up like dying. You're constantly being aware of the people who are around you, and if you're not being aware of the people who are trying to rob you, you're getting moved on by the guards because they don't want you sitting in certain areas, and so you constantly have to move. So you're not getting many hours sleep, and even when you are in a spot for a while and you're nearly asleep, you're not actually fully asleep because you're still subconsciously kind of awake. So you end up going around like a zombie most of the time because you're constantly moving to keep yourself warm as well. The way people look at you, the way people put you down. Like, I don't know how many times I walk past people, or people walk past me, and they straight away put their hands in their pockets, thinking you're gonna rob them. And you just walking past them, and the way they look at you, and sometimes they be saying things to their friends and all. It's like you're invisible. You can hear them. They're not deaf. You know what I mean? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But sometimes that's all it takes, is to be invited into the community, because then once you're invited into the community, and just say if you are on drugs or whatever, but then you might actually get help. Because a lot of people who are on drugs don't want to be on drugs. No. They really don't. It's just something, it's a way of them coping with what they're going through. But if they were brought into the community, as you said, then there'll be people who'll be probably willing, or maybe they might get a chance of getting into a treatment or wherever they need to do. But at least if that happens, it gives them something to build on. It gives them that platform. That's their stage then to build on, you know what I mean? This is my fourth tour, and I'm getting a lot of recognition, and there's a lot of people interested, which I thought at the beginning I didn't think my story would be interesting. I thought I'd be very depressing or just not likeable, and it turns out the amount of feedback that I'm getting is unreal. Like, it's giving me a voice, and it's letting people know that there is a real situation with the homeless. It's not just what you think, oh, okay, they're on drugs and they're scumbags. There's a story to it.